Why is that dead? Okay. We'll just deal with this. Ok, YouTube está bien. Parece que YouTube está bien. Yo, what's up, Hippo? It does feel like it's been months, my guy. Honestly, I'm not proud of that. Honestly, and then once again, all my links are broken. What the flip? This Stream Deck. What's up, bro? How you been, Hungry Hippo? Do you get OT when you have to do your on-call stuff? Hell no, I don't. I heard Trump's tax stuff got passed, so no more taxes on overtime, I think. That should be a fat paycheck. Bro, no. I get paid. I'm salaried, so I don't get paid based on the amount of hours I put in. Um, which I think, like, if we put it down to like the 40 hours a week, I definitely work more than the 40 hours a week. So am I underpaid? I don't want to say I am, but kind of am. I don't know. I know. Yeah, it's bad. This is the way how I think larger companies work. They expect you to do on call, but they don't pay you overtime. And this was the same at Snapchat. It was the same at Procore. So, dímelo, Good Trip, ¿cómo andas, compadre? ¿En qué andas, mi brother? ¿Estás trabajando? ¿En qué vienes, man? Mira, brother, tuvimos una misión al principio de año y no lo hemos ejecutado, mi brother. Tengo que volver a hablar contigo a ver qué es lo que podemos hacer. Um, okay, I think I can get rid of that. No, most engineering jobs are salaried. Yep. I mean, I did have a job that I was salaried, but yet I had to log in all my hours, which was weird. Like I had to log in all my hours, and all the hours that I put in um counted towards the hours that was billed to the company. I guess it was a contracting type job. So I was paid salary, but they charge hourly to these different companies. And we don't get a cut, obviously, based on the work. But there were times when I put in a lot of work and they're like, log all of those hours, and they get paid for all of those hours. Did I get paid? Just my regular salary. And I guess I can't, I can't complain about that. I still got paid. But hold up, man. How y'all been? Where y'all been up to? I'm sorry, it did piss me off a little bit about, not being able to stream because of work, because of a bunch of other stuff. Um, but here we are. Here we are. We're back trying to do the thing. How y'all doing, man? Le digo que sí. On the bright side, you have a software engineering job, which is impossible to get these days. Yo, exactly. And that's why I try to refrain from complaining, right? Because at the end of the day, I do have a job. I'm My kids, my wife, my family's getting fed, so I can't complain about that. but it is what it is. So like I'm not going to complain too much about it. I'm just going to keep my head down and keep working. Um, I'm a weenie. John to that. Oh, you're a weenie. I'm not a weenie. You are. That's actually how my current job is like. Since IT doesn't really sell products, we have to charge it to the business. So it's the admin expenses, really. So we have to log all of our hours, even if we're salary. Yeah, that's exactly how it was for me. But you know, I don't know how much I can reveal. I guess I could say that somehow I was able to see one of these contracts that was done when I was not supposed to see these contracts. And turns out that we're getting paid chump change in comparison to what they were making. So, anyways, um, what's up, Illustrator? How you doing, my guy? How you feeling? Like SGA or Jalen Brunson, bro? I don't know how I feel in comparison to those two because SGA is getting all these calls when he's not supposed to get any of these calls, bro. So, like, you know what's crazy is that he shot 14 free throw attempts in game one. That's more than Steph Curry did during the Houston series. And for anybody that's watching NBA and saw how Houston was guarding Steph Curry, he was getting fouled every time, every freaking time. But they didn't give him that call. So SGA is, the refs are a little biased towards SGA, in my opinion. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I love that the guy is really dope, but you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You can't be baiting it all the time like that, bro. Just saying. Time to spin the wheel. No, John to that. Oh, you gotta wait. See? You can't wait. That makes you weenie. I haven't caught up on that Illustrator, but I did hear the first one. King Troop came by the other day and put it. Haha, yeah, John to that. Oh, I forgot about that piece. Um, you know what? I must say you're a weenie. Um, but no, I haven't heard all of the songs, the tracks. I caught the Joey Badass, Big Sean, Absol, Red Bull. I thought it was fire. That was freaking dope. Um, but then I heard Ray Vaughn, which I've heard of Ray Vaughn way back. Like I heard his first freestyles, some of his songs, and I thought his energy was hype. I really wasn't on him like that. But then I started hearing his diss, and I was like, yo, Ray Vaughn has some bars, bro. Ray Vaughn is like, okay. I didn't hear the whole song, and then I saw that Daylit responded. I saw that Reason responded, and then Joey Badass responded. So I need to sit down and listen to all of these tracks, bro. I can't wait. I was in college's Discord, and saw someone was having trouble finding a job. Only 4 interviews after 200 applications, and they have 10 years of experience in tech. Honestly, made me question if it's even worth it anymore if someone with that much experience has trouble. You know, and I feel like I might end up in that similar boat. If I were to lose my job today, it would be really, really hard for me to get a job. Um, but I think there's several things that I will hone into that a lot of people who are out there that have a lot of experience don't lean into, which is your networking. You have to network. I don't know how their networking web, how far it goes, but that's crucial in today's day and age to try to get a job. Like to be honest, if you don't have a good networking, you know, if you don't have a good networking web, you're probably not going to move a lot of needles. So that's one. Two, I think would be um, have to hone in on leak codes, bro. As much as I don't like it, you have to load in into leak codes, go into Project Euler, learn about data structures, learn about binary trees, about freaking all these type of trees that they're out there. Like that is for sure one of the biggest reasons why I had got the job offers that I did for these companies. Um, what else? I think another thing to it too is if you can explain design and architecture at a very high level, from a very high level down to the nitty gritty, and you're able to eloquently explain all of that, that takes you a long freaking way. So even though you might have all that amount of years of experience, it might not mean that you can get the message across correctly when it comes to the interview process, which makes it even harder, right? But that's just my 2 cents, bro. Todo bien, bro. Aquí empezó el frío. Así que me motivo motivado es mi estación favorita. Sí, bro, hay que repuntar. Sí, mi brother. Tenemos que sentarnos, discutir. No sé si has visto todo lo que estoy haciendo en YouTube y en Instagram, pero la verdad, brother, tengo ideas de sentarme y comenzar a hacer videos. Y creo que este verano va a ser, porque ahora yo voy al verano. Tú vas al frío, yo voy al calor. Y creo que este verano va a ser el verano en que me voy a enfocar bastante en crear videos. Y ya estoy para la madre, ya que se joda todo el mundo que no le guste cómo hablo, que se joda todo mi propia cabeza que cree que yo hablo bien incoherente y no digo las cosas bien y solo hacer los videos, brother, y a ver qué pasa. Pero um, creo que me quiero dedicar a hacer las cosas en inglés. Mira, después hablamos, te voy a contactar mi brother y hablamos. If you lost your job, you just become a full-time pickle shot streamer. Bro, I want to become a full-time coder streamer, but y'all making me a pickle shot streamer. We have to make the pickle what's it called? Uh the pickle merch. It has always been about networking since the dawn of time. 100%, bro. I think that's the thing that I didn't realize I was really good at, but it helped me a lot. And because every single company that I went to and I've been to, I've known somebody that worked at that company. Like except for except for my first job. My first job, I got it from Craigslist. You know what I'm saying? But after that, every single job after that has been pure connections. And obviously, it's up to me to execute the interviews, and it's up to me to, land those interviews and interview questions. But I needed that connection to get my foot in the door. That goes a long way. Networking is key, fundamentals are key, etc. Yeah. Pickle Poppy, bro. We're gonna. I've decided that we're gonna copy that slogan, bro. That's gonna be our slogan, the Pickle Poppy, and we're gonna make a sign. We should put a sign probably underneath right here that says Pickle Poppy, like a neon light. And the reason why I'm thinking about that is because I'm planning to change my desk, and instead of having the camera here, I want to put it like in front of me so y'all can see behind me. And y'all can see the couch. Y'all can see whenever I have to go in distress and go in the couch and stuff like that. But that's part of what we're gonna do to evolve this summer. Like this summer, as I was telling Next Good Trip, I plan to level up this summer, and I need to be intentful about that. So, when I was applying for a contract and PHP job, I was considered one of the highest on their list. But since I didn't use a third-party frameworks, LOL, they were like, we would like someone who used Symfony. See, that's BS to me. That's BS to me because I don't know, man. Like, sorry. Let me get back to that. Look, I don't think it's fair. And I need to be careful on how I say this because, right, if you're looking for a senior engineer, you don't want to find a senior engineer that doesn't know how to use a certain framework, right? Because ideally, the senior engineer could just come in and execute immediately because they already know the framework. But there's a case to be made for engineers who have that senior type quality and that hunger to learn and grow that could be beneficial for your company, even if they don't know said framework, right? So it's a hard decision to make, I think, when you're in that amount of in that space. I need more picker shots. Hungry Hippo, no. Hungry Hippo, no, don't. That's why you got sick. Not enough pickle shots. You know, I'm coming to that conclusion, bro. I mean, but here's the thing. I had like 6 pickle shots the last time I streamed. So I know what I'm talking about. What's up, Ameripon? How you doing, bro? I guess I do live. I mean, I've been sick. My throat is probably gonna go to crap after this stream. I was on a dreadful on-call shift. But yeah, that's what we're all doing here. What do you mean? What we all doing here? Being pickle puppies? John to the O. Yeah, but you didn't stream for like a week or two. You went through withdrawal, bro. I mean, is that what happened? I think you might have, you might have you're hitting the nail on the head right there, maybe. That's interesting. Oh, that we're on networking? Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I've always said this, and I think a few of you have reached out to me about this, but like if you need, not, I wouldn't say advice. I'm obviously the only type of advice I can give is about pickles, right? So, but if you need somebody to take a look at your resume and I don't know, some stuff like that, hit me up, man, in the Discord. Let's talk about it. Like I'm always there. I'm ready, point. I got a riddle for you. I'm green. I'm slick. I sliding quick. What? What am I? Bro, it became a rock, bro. Look at this. It became a rock. I don't know what your riddle is. I'm at the point, you're gonna have to give me the answer, bro, because I'm not taking a guess. I'm thinking you're trying to describe a pickle, but that last piece of the line was crazy. I don't know. That was like a big pause. How is the last pickle cotton candy looking? Has it turned hard as a rock? Yes, sir. It's that I was never able to capitalize on the bits for the cotton candy. But hear that. It's a rock, bro. Look, it just split in two. Look at this. It's split in two. What the It's a meteorite, a pickle meteorite is what we got here. ¿Viste algo de la Kotlin Conf? Se viene con todo Kotlin Fire. No, brother, no lo he chequeado. Tírame un enlace o algo. Un resumen, si se puede. A pickle, lol. Yeah, I mean, I thought that's what you were saying, Ameripon, but the way you described it, I had to pause for a second, bro, because that was kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Is that like the stream pet now? The pickle pet rock? Should we make it should we make it the stream? Should we make it the stream? Here, let me see. Do I have a pen? Damn, I need to get a Sharpie. We can make a face for it. Hell no, John 2.0. 50 bits to the whole thing? You must be out of your damn mind, bro. Hell no. Don't abuse your pickle pet rock. I know. Poor pickle pet rock. It's okay. It's okay. You okay? Good boy. Good boy. I don't slide a pickle in anywhere. Bro, y'all need to pause with these comments. You know what? Let's try to do some of this coding stuff, bro. At least try to do some coding stuff here. Since y'all over here with that pause comments. All right. So I was thinking about this brand new mechanism for the game. And actually, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open Notion. Because there's some stuff I want to bring down here. Let's see. Power up system. Let's see. The power up system. Oops. Y'all can't see this. We have a power up system, right? And this power up system is, okay, hitting any blocks, the damage of the ball. No. The damage done to a block is added to a bucket to fill. That's what I'm saying. Who cares, YouTube? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's like so sus. So I'm just, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Who cares, YouTube? Me and you right here, bro. Me and you right here. I don't know what Hungry Hippo be saying. I don't know what John Tooth that O be saying. I don't know what Mary Pump be saying, but you know, I support y'all, man. I support y'all. That's what I'm saying. I'm here for you. But that was a little sus, man. Oh my gosh. By the way, I do have some announcements. First announcement. Well, I mean, oh, you're right. My bad, Hungry Hippo. My bad. Not you. Not you. We'll scratch Hungry Hippo out of that list. It's John to the O and a Mary Pun. Uh, yeah, them two. But several announcements. In June, at the end of June and beginning of July, I am going to be MIA for a little bit. Nah, you a weenie, John Tudell. I'm not. I'm no weenie. So why am I gonna be out? Well, I'm gonna be taking vacation. I'm going with my dad, my family. We're making a trip, and I'm just gonna be out for about 2 weeks. So I'm probably not going to have any streams. What I probably will do, I don't know if y'all are okay with, if y'all are cool with this, but I might do like an in real life stream, just me walking around where I'm at. If y'all are okay with that, I that's not what I want to do. But if y'all want me to stream, I'll be down to doing something like that. It'll just be from my phone. Um, but other than that, I will also be out in a week in June because my kids have a basketball tournament in another city that's a couple hours from where I live. And I can't take my equipment with me and all of that, right? Um, so the third thing is that on Monday is Memorial Day weekend, and I haven't talked to my wife about it yet, but if we don't have anything going on, my plan is for sure to stream um for a good 5 hours is what I'm trying to aim at. On top of all of that, on top of all of that, um, before I leave on my vacation, since we're traveling to the other side of the world, um, I need to stay up. I need to be up so I can get used to the new time zone. And when I do that, I'm thinking about having like a 12-hour hackathon. Because I know I'm gonna fall asleep on the plane, and in order to prepare for that, maybe I would do like a I don't know, like an overnight stream, a 12-hour stream or something, just doing a hackathon on a project. So just so y'all know, right? There's a lot of things coming. I'm hoping I can make this a little bit more organized and structured, and so I can show it to y'all in kind of like a flyer or something, so y'all know my schedule, what it's gonna look like. But just stay tuned, coming soon. Obviously, I'm gonna let y'all know in the Discord, right? Have somebody stream in my place, bro. Come on, you can't replace the pickle poppy. Watch out. Come on, shout out to that. Oh, you should know better by now. Programmers don't get a vacation, bro. Trust me, I need a vacation just after my 2 week on call, bro. That was killing me. Um, yes, it has been. It became muscle memory for sure, Hungry Hippo, because at one point you were scarring me. Um, where am I going? Am I coming here? No, I will be in Spain. I will be in Spain. Um, Plan is to be there for about 2.5 weeks. I'm fortunate enough to know some people that can hook me up with free stuff. So I would be able to get like a little tour in Spain, um, and to know a little bit of Rome. So, and this is the first time ever that I've ever been able to go on that side of the world. This would be a brand new experience for me and my family. Um, my son, he's going on his junior year, 2 more years, and he's finished with high school. So, like, um, I don't know, but especially based on the state of things right now in the world, if I'm ever gonna have an opportunity like that again. So um, we're gonna try and make the most out of it to get out here this summer. So that's why I'll be gone for about 2 weeks and a half. Yeah. Spain is nice, nice. Yeah. Well, if you have any lists of um places to go in Spain, Valencia, Barcelona, those are the main places I'm looking into. So just let me know. Speaking of vacation, I'm on a 5-day vacation starting today. Let's go. Who cares, YouTube? You deserve it, my guy. You deserve it because I know what you've been through, man, and all those. I'm waiting for the facts, bro. I'm still waiting for the sources that's something true. If that was true, my YouTube videos would be going up, or Twitch subs would probably be like in the hundreds, you know what I'm saying? But, so I don't believe that. But I just believe y'all because y'all here with me every time I show up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I went to Madrid and know people in Barcelona and elsewhere. Dope, bro. Yeah, I've heard great things. Obviously the big phenomenon in Barcelona right now in Spain is the Spaniard footballer Yamal. Um, so he's 17 years old and kicking ass in the EuroLeague. So let's see. Maybe I don't think I'll be able to catch a game, but to be able to just be in that environment would be dope. ¿Qué pasa aquí con España? Mi brother, voy a estar en España a eso de al final de junio. Al final de junio, al inicio de julio, estaré allá en España, mi brother. Así que estaré creo que voy a estar en Valencia y en Barcelona. Así que vos me decís si estás por allá y si hablamos algo, no sé. Me das un poquito de esas tapas, ¿no? Así es como se llaman. Okay. Damage done to a block fills a power-up meter. Once the power-up meter is filled, a random power-up gets applied. The power-up tier is influenced tier and cost. Okay, hold on. The power-up meter cost is driven by the luck fortune skill. The power-up tier is driven by the luck fortune skill. Oh, yo vivo en Sevilla, en la otra punta. Oh, entonces muy lejos. Bro, te dejo aquí el link del blog de la Kotlin Conf. Detallan todo lo que soltaron. All right, let's take a quick look at this, bro. Looks like Kotlin Conf just happened. And here are some of the features. So let's take a quick read of this. Kotlin Conf 2025 Unpack, upcoming languages, features, AI-powered development, and Kotlin Multiplatform upgrades. I'm already excited about Kotlin Multiplatform upgrades. So let's see here. Kotlin 2.2. This is going to be big. It's on the horizon. Guard conditions in with subject. Okay, first and foremost, look at this chart, bro. When I picked up on Kotlin, I started using Kotlin in 2017. I was part of a very niche group. And now we have over 2.5 million users using Kotlin. That's awesome. If that's not telling you that Kotlin is a language you should invest in, I don't know what else is. Because Kotlin is a really good language that you can do a lot of things, right? You can build server, you can build mobile, you can build web, you can build Unix, you can build a bunch of different things. I'm the Kotlin hipster. Yeah. You're a Kotlin hipster too, by the way, King Troop. So don't catch me. Yeah, don't be twisted, man. How you doing, King Troop, bro? De los primeros soldados de Kotlin. Exacto, brother. De los primeros. Mira, en 2017. All right. K2 compiler. Now, this is something I've been interested about. I've been really, really interested on it because the K2 compiler, um, if I'm not mistaken, and we're gonna read a little bit here and try to understand more, it's supposed to help um, with Swift inter. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything because I'm not too sure. I enjoy being a hipster. Hey, there you go. Well, that's your thing. Doing well. Long day, eating some dinner before hanging out with my neighbor. Hey, man, you hang out with your neighbor? That's what's up. I guess I don't hang. Look, I'm the type of person that if I don't know you, if we don't like, if you don't come talk to me, I'm not the one that's gonna go and reach out and talk to you. Like I'm on defense mode almost all the time. And once I talk to you and get to know you and we get some laughs, I never shut up. So I know I last time I spoke to my neighbor, I don't remember. But yeah, let's take ahora aquí con el K2. K2 mode has become the default IntelliJ, meaning the IDE now reuses parts of the much faster K2 compiler for code analysis. It decreases compilation time for the IntelliJ mono repo, which includes nearly all JetBrains project converting over 12 million lines of Kotlin code. This is interesting because I'm in a code base where we have millions of lines of code, and we have to use basically jar artifacts in order to, jar up our modules so we can reduce our build times, right? And that's is good in practice. I think is really good. However, there are times where using only the jar files, it makes it a little bit difficult when navigating through your code because what your code and is references. For instance, if you command click a function to try and see the documentation on it or dive in more in the code that lives in a different module but it's now a jar, it sends me directly to the jar. So I don't know where this file lives if I need to make changes. It just makes it a little bit an extra unnecessary step in my opinion, although it's way more efficient. But switching to something over like K2 might mean that we don't have to rely on jars that much. I don't know. I know you must be up to date on the current rap Civil War beef. Oh, he knows it for sure. Hell yeah. LOL, not as much, but Joey winning a 5v1. Damn. Like that, bro? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard Joey's bar on the Red Bull, that shit was fire, bro. He came in with a mission. I ain't gonna lie. But I started hearing Ray Vaughn's response and it was crazy. I haven't heard Daylit's. I haven't heard or Daylight. I haven't heard Reasons. And I haven't heard Joey's response. So let's see. Vete a Adulancia. Aquí el verano es top. Andalucía, ¿qué digo? Andulancia. Andalucía. Andalucía, España. ¿Dónde está eso? Uy, brother. Pero eso está lejos de donde voy a estar yo, ¿no? Yo ni sé Malaga. Bro, Spain is. ¿Por qué? Por la sencilla razón. Uf. Sí, mi bro. Mira, es que tú estás por acá abajo y yo voy a estar por acá arriba. Uf, sí, estamos lejos. The Red Bull verse was tame. Damn, for real? Hold on. Let's see here. I'm really excited about the announcement about Kotlin plus Spring. Hungry Hippo, is that in this link as well? If not, send me a link. Let's take a look at that too. The Red Bull is 20 songs away. For real? Heard Reasons. Okay. Kai Cash was nice. Nixon 6. Bro, Nixon 6, for real? We'll see. Daylight had 5 to 8 songs. Bro, that makes no sense to me, bro. Like, make one good diss. Like, don't get me wrong. What Kendrick did was highly strategic. If you just send out 5 to 8 songs just to this, bro, I'm gonna get bored. Like, have an intention with your disses, which is what Kendrick did, right? It was a marketing scheme, it was strategic, everything, right? But like, I need to be able to have time to digest it, bro. Vives en Sevilla, al sur. Listo, listo. Tengo un tema exótico para pasar nuevo recién sacado del horno. Listo, brother. Mira, si pones así, .sr y le pones el link, let me see here. Joey Badass Red Bull. Si pones algo así, te va a salir la canción. Si quieres, Ex Good Trip. Aquí para que lo escuchemos. This is fire. Bet. All right, Hungry Hippo. I'll take a chance and I'll take a look at it here in a second. But let's take a quick read at this K2. Oof, look at this. The fact that completion and highlighting occurs in 2 different threads. Listo. All right, you know what? We're going to skip K2. New language features on the way. All right, let's see here. While building speed was a major motivation behind K2, we had other key goal in mind, enabling a steady, high-quality rollout of new language features. I'm excited for this because we haven't really had any major like language features in a while in Kotlin. We aim to continuously make Kotlin more ergonomic, improve its type safety, and speed up the core feedback loop. Upcoming languages feature includes positional destructuring. Oof, what's that? Name-based destructuring. I like that. Enhanced nullability, rich errors, must use return values. That's interesting too. Check return value. We also know that great language features are only part of the story. Compiler plugins play a crucial role in enabling new programming paradigms. With the K2 compiler, we're now more confident in the stability of compiler internals. Okay, makes sense. Okay. All right, let's see here. Kotlin build tool innovation, Amper. What the flip is Amper? What is Amper? Amper is an experimental Kotlin and JVM build tool. Okay, this is interesting. So are we saying it's to that with Gradle, to that with Bazel? Is that what we're saying? It continues to evolve on its road to alpha. Like Kotlin is developer friendly, and you can build extensive tooling for it. Amper also has a clear configuration path, IDE support, and error reporting. It supports all the capabilities of Kotlin, whether you're writing a multi-platform application, a backend implementation with a Spring or Ktor client, or a command line tool. Okay, this is actually pretty exciting because I despise Gradle. As a build tool. I've used Bazel before, and I feel like Bazel is much faster in comparison to Gradle, and it's easier to like the syntax is a little bit easier to digest, in my opinion. So I'm excited for Amper. Amper seems like something pretty cool to explore in the future. Bro, Absol, I don't give a damn what anybody says, bro. Absol to me is like up there, bro. Joey told everyone in the song, if you don't respond in 24 hours, is it a shot clock violation? Bro, it is a shot clock violation. That's crazy. All right. Okay. All right, this is interesting. All right, let's take a look at this other one here. Introduction, bro. Y'all, hey, okay, y'all. Can I ask y'all a question? Like, being real, because I've been having this conversation with my family and with people close to me, and I think there's some signs that I might have problems with reading and like understanding, and it might be what people are saying, and I don't know, I'm not gonna self-diagnose, but people are saying that it looks a little bit like ADHD. But Y'all let me know based on y'all our interaction. What do y'all think? Because I just said intrusion instead of introducing. So I don't know, man. So let's all right. Introducing Koog, a framework for building AI agents in Kotlin, is now open source. Yo, that's pretty badass. Kotlin and AI are increasingly intertwined. You can now build everything with AI in Kotlin and get AI powered support while doing it. Today, we're open sourcing Koog, a new framework for developing advanced and reliable AI agents in Kotlin. Bro, this is exciting. It includes a predefined workflows and patterns which you can use directly or combine with each other. You can now pair LLM intelligence with Kotlin's expressiveness to develop AI-powered apps. We are definitely checking this out on stream. I'm definitely gonna play with something like this. This is dope. Um, hey, what's up, Meta Dev Girl? Time for bed already? What time is it over there? How you doing, Meta Dev Girl? Thank you for stopping by. Where you been? How you been? This announcement isn't in this article, but I saw in an email that JetBrains AI is now available in VS Code 2. You know, I tried June, which is what you're talking about, I'm guessing, Hungry Hippo. I don't I haven't had a good experience with June, to be honest, but I don't know. We'll see. It is JetBrains, so I don't know. Not sure why, since they already have C-Line and CO, but it's interesting since JetBrains has always seemed to be very JetBrains only with your tools. Makes sense. Who cares YouTube? LOL, I despise Gradle too, but forced to use it. Same, bro. I'm here with you. We have to use a Gradle project by department created. My department created, and the majority of the time, we have to spend like 1 to 2 days just to set up the damn project every time we do updates. Bro, sounds like there's potential for automation there. Not gonna lie. If you have to do that every single time you set up a project, however, I don't know the complexity of your project and I don't know how difficult that might be, but it sounds like there's a good opportunity for automation there. Who came up with this name? I don't know, bro, but Koog sounds like Boog. I do want to explore Koog though, not gonna lie. I'm gonna leave this blog open. Let's see here. MetaDev Girl. Tech people always pick some awkward to pronounce name or a crazy acronym for the project. Facts. Facts. Just had a crazy birthday week last week. Turned 35 in a fantastic way. Espérate. You know, hold on. MetaDev Girl. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños, MetaDev Girl. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. I need to have a singing it the other way. Te estás poniendo viejita. Te estás poniendo viejita. Te estás poniendo viejita. Y no lo puedes negar. Happy birthday, my gal. Hopefully you had a fantastic one. Sound like you did. Congratulations on 35. You know, that's amazing age. Wishing you nothing but best wishes and a bunch of blessings hopefully coming your way. You know, let 2025 keep being your year, and keep doing what you're doing, because I see the work that you do, and I know you're always hustling and you're always grinding and putting into work. So I hope you have a fantastic time and nothing but good vibes sending your way. Feliz cumpleaños. Creo que es un buen momento para unos videos sobre Kotlin, primeros pasos y cómo configurarlo. Brother, mira, si me puedes hacer una lista, mi brother, sería duro, pero la vaina es, tendría que hacerlo en inglés y en español. Creo, sería la manera de hacerlo. LOL, it's actually the same project. Seems like the build is always broken every time we pull in new changes from other folks. Bro, sounds like you need to definitely put some have some way of gatekeeping that, bro, because if they're breaking everything, it's their responsibility to fix it, not yours. Just saying. Hey, yeah, I mean, I sang for somebody else the other day too. I forgot whose birthday it was, but I did too. No, I should not give her a free spin for her birthday. She does not want to torture me. Yeah, see, there you can see it. Exactly. She's not trying to torture me. No. Plus, I'm still coming out of being sick. That means I need my little caramel candy. Ponle esa canción de cumpleaños de los 80. ¿Cuál es esta? There you go. Feliz cumpleaños todos. Cumpleaños feliz. There you go. Okay, get it, get it. Oh man, I'm sweating now. Let me turn on my fan. Give me a sec. If you're still sick, just more of a reason for some pickle juice to boost the immune system, bro. We haven't reached the hour yet, man. So like, you can't. I mean, you can spin for bits, but the Mr. Weenie, he left and he doesn't want to spin anymore. So, Mr. Weenie, are you over there, Mr. Weenie? He knows who he is. LOL. I always loves Frozer singing those high pitches. Hey, I got a yeah, got it. Yeah, bro. I got it. You know it. I do. All right, let's take a look at this. The Kotlin conf. Cause still look at this. Okay, Coog sounds super dope. On the flip side, AI is here to assist Kotlin developers, whether working on server-side apps, Android applications, multi-platform projects, or even AI engines. Okay, what is Melum? Really? So Melum is another product that's LLM based. It's an LLM that helps you with code completion. It learns about your repository, which, by the way, is similar to ChatGPT's or OpenAI's Codex agent, which I haven't tried, but that's another kind of like one of those tools, as well as Goose, Hungry Hippo. By the way, bro, Goose have been improving a lot, bro. I use Goose today at work, and it saved me about an hour and a half. I'm not gonna lie. Goose saved me about an hour and a half of work today. Sorry, y'all. I just love these caramel candies. All right. This is my favorite part. The one I was waiting for. Let's see. Kotlin Multiplatform, a new KMP plugin in IntelliJ IDE. Okay, so I think this is the same KMP plugin that you could use in the web, right? Because it's this. Okay, let's just read a little bit more about it here. Okay, yeah. So it's basically Kotlin Multiplatform support in the form of a plugin, and this will include the wizard that which allowed you to create compose multi-platform projects, and either any Kotlin multi-platform type projects if you want it to be just for like server and desktop or across mobile applications and such. So it's the wizard, which used to be accessible only through the web, and now they're making a plugin for it. That's what it looks like. Yep. So it's a new integrated. Here you go. It's a brand new integrated. See, I was saying integrated, bro. Why am I trying to say the word integrated? It's integrated, and I'm reading integrated. Like, why? What's going on in my brain? Integrated new project wizard. With the plugin installed, you can create new KMP projects directly in the IDE. The wizard supports all target combinations of Android, iOS, desktop, web, and server. This is freaking dope. You can also choose between native UI or compose multi-platform. That's the way to share the UI, using compose multi-platform. This is dope. Before, what I used to have to do is use the project wizard that was only accessible from the web, and then generate a project file, download that, commit that, and then continue my day long. But now I can use it directly from the IDE with a brand new updated KMP plugin. That's sick. Bro, don't even bother bringing Goose into this. You've already been converted to Cursor. I have the clip. I have been converted to Cursor, but I feel like I'm not extracting all the gooses of Cursor. I don't use the agent mode enough. However, the Goose version at work, man, I'm telling you. Like, look, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna tell you what I had to use Goose for at work. So we have our own in-house build pipeline, our own CI pipeline. And our in-house CI pipeline runs all of our UI tests for our mobile devices. And it will give us reports based on which UI tests failed, which will mark some of them as actual failures, or there might be flaky UI tests. Well, the flaky UI tests, as engineers, we got to make sure, is it failing because of something that we're not coding right when writing the UI test? Or is it failing because of something that's out of our control, like minimal resources on the device? And if so, then we need to adjust appropriately, right? Well, sorry. Well, right now, I basically have over 50 UI tests that are marked as flaky. So I use Goose to run all of my UI tests UI tests over 100 times in CI. Let me double back. I ran all of the UI tests on CI 100 times. That's a command I can run. But I need to extract every single report from all 100 runs. So I gave Goose the links, 100 links, have it down, and I told it, hey, download all of the HTML files, run a grep on it, search for these keywords, extract out the flaky methods, give me all the different occurrences and the causes of these failures, and generate a brand new HTML as a report for me so I can view it. And this, bro, saved me so much time because I could identify out of 50 tests, 50 plus UI tests, it allowed me to narrow it down to two flaky actual tests. So I'm saying, bro, Goose helped me a lot. Yo, man, what's up with that poll, bro? What's up with that poll, bro? But yeah, Meditative Girl, what you been in? What you been up to? Pickle Poppy, this guy. Okay. The crowd has spoken. What else? Pre-flight checks. This is dope. Now it's going to automatically check for us if we have all of the configurations, or if we have the correct environment to actually run Kotlin Multiplatform. Extra of no spins. Let's go. All right. All right. So let's cut it down to 30 minutes if y'all want, because here's the thing. I do plan to get off at 9 p.m. So that's in an hour and a half. And why am I trying to get off? Well, I'm a big fan of Survivor, as y'all know. Really, really love Survivor. I want to get on the show. And I need to take some of MetaDev Girl classes because she's excellent at speaking to the camera. I need to figure out how to do that myself so I can do my own audition tape, and I can then eventually submit my audition tape to Survivor. But anyways, Survivor tonight is the season finale, and I need to go watch it. The season finale happened yesterday, but I pre-recorded it and I'm ready to watch it today. So yeah. Your Hacker House program for Wayne State University officially launched today. Let's go. Let's go. That's huge. Meta Dev Girl, you're like always doing stuff. That's dope. That's dope. Um, Getting a lot of founders reaching out for dev work. That's dope. Learning to play golf. The closest thing to golf for me is Top Golf. I heard the best thing about golf is going to drink while you play golf. Survivor's still a thing? Yes, Survivor's still a thing. I think I've watched over 25 episodes, 25 seasons. And I don't want to watch all 50 yet. Well, the 50th season is coming out next year. Being obsessed with Survivor is the most millennial thing I've heard in a long time. So see, here's the thing. It's so gross that it still says no, it's not. It's not. Here's the thing. And I highly recommend y'all to at least just watch the highlights of this past season. It's a really, really good show season. Like, oh my gosh. I don't even want to get started with Survivor, but all I'm going to say is I think Survivor brings out the most out of people, brings out the true self out of people when they realize that they only have themselves to rely on. And I think that's something I would greatly benefit on. I've been fortunate enough to where I've never have to tackle anything in my life by myself. But that's a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword. And I think putting myself in Survivor would be a way for me to try to get that out. I don't know. Esta canción está dura. You love survival. Now, one friend had me watching The Amazing Race. I'll wait. I think that you have ads right now. So I'll wait. John to that. Oh, it's not gross, bro. Whoa! Y'all seen this? I'm gonna wait for the ads because I gotta clip this. This is the big one. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna have to come back, bro. These updates for Kotlin Multiplatform is crazy. Okay, we're gonna have to come back to that. Wow, bro. Wow. Exco Trip, si todavía sigues por acá, brother, estás en lo cierto. Muy duro, muy duro. Hey, you're right, Hungry Hippo. Here's it says Kotlin for server side, growing adoption and Spring partnership. So Spring Boot and Kotlin are making partnership here. Full no safety for Kotlin and Spring apps. That's dope. This is gonna be dope. This is gonna be dope. Bro, so you've been pushing me over to PHP. How about you come to Kotlin, bro? Okay, MetaDev Girl, you mentioned about The Amazing Race. That's another one that I've been watching a lot too. I think that's one I would want to sign up with. I'm trying to convince my wife to sign up for The Amazing Race, but we'll see. But if you haven't seen this one, you must watch this one. All right? It's called Traders. Specifically, watch Traders UK Season 2. Watch Traders Australia Season 1 and 2. Watch US Traders 1, 2, and 3. All of them are good. Traders is duro. Brother, Exco Trip. Esto está pero amazing. Check this out. Cross-language support with this latest update for Kotlin Multiplatform. We can now have syntax highlighting across your IDE for both Kotlin and Swift inside of IntelliJ. You can, the new plugin enables cross-language navigation, syntax highlighting, and quick documentation, even debugging straight in your IntelliJ IDE. Bro, that's sick, man. I don't have to touch Xcode ever again. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Check this one again. This other one. Compose multi-platform support. Why is this big? Because iOS is now stable. Compose multi-platform for iOS is now stable. What this means now is you can build shared UI that's production ready using one code base. So you can share it between iOS, Android, and desktop, all with one code base. Bro, Kotlin Multiplatform is the way to go. Facts. This is the big one though. Compose hot reload. I wish AZL, I wish freaking Mono and Z were here. Bro, compose hot reload is something that we've been waiting for. What this means is kind of like how you get in your React Native apps, right? In your environment, in your IDE with React Native apps or Flutter apps, you get that quick feedback when you're building your UIs. Well, now we can get that using Compose Multiplatform. That's crazy, bro. Compose hot reload in Kotlin Multiplatform. One code base, multiple deployments. That's sick. That, man, bro, that's fire. That's fire. Xcode Trip. Brother, no sabía que todas esas cosas salieron, brother. Pero esto está durísimo. Durísimo. We're going to definitely, I haven't touched Kotlin Multiplatform in a little bit, but we're going to go back again. This is fire. Bro, y estás en lo cierto. Hay que hacer videos acerca de todo esto. Hay un montón de cosas aquí. Java to the O, do not. That's an abomination of a sentence you just said, bro. Xcode is not the best program, bro. I know you're trolling me, but I feel very offended. What's the word? I feel like you offended me big time saying that. Because Xcode is a piece of crap, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Xcode is trash. Then pushing for Kotlin plus Spring would make Spring Dev a lot more nice. For sure. For sure. Nah. Survivor is not the same as Keeping Up with the Kardashians, bro. John to that. Oh, what a blasphemy, bro. Blasphemy, bro. Such a man. I wish I could find a bigger word for that. I don't know big words, but eso está pero requete mal lo que dijiste, mi brother. That's bad. No. Survivor's not the same as Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Never. Dude, you can't disrespect Jeff like that, bro. Don't disrespect Jeff like that. Come on, my guy. I would definitely press my guy to go to the Amazing Race so we can semi-stress each other while simultaneously being the most effective team. Hey, shoot. You press your guy and I press my wife. And we go like that. I'm down. I'm down. And we all sign up and we meet there. I cannot believe John 2.0 said that. Like, he even said that Xcode is better than any IntelliJ, anything IntelliJ. Bro, I know you're trolling me, but my head just hurts by you saying that. You cannot put Xcode and IntelliJ in the same sentence. Unless it means Xcode is trash, IntelliJ is the best. Like, I'm stressed. Bro, this was a very good Kotlin Conf. Great updates. I need to be able to read more on these, man. We're gonna have to, so many things to experiment, right? There is Koog, there is Melum, there is what's the one for the new K2, right? So there's K2, there's Koog, there's Melum, there's all the Kotlin Multiplatform plugin upgrades. There is the Kotlin plus Spring collaboration. So many crazy things with this latest Kotlin release. Kotlin 2.2 is coming. Like, yo, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Because Kardashians has more substance. MetaDev girl, don't worry about John 2.0. He's just trolling. He's doing his average dose of trolliness for today. Average dose of dosage of trolling today. All right, but let's keep going back to this. Sí, brother, exacto. Es un muy buen momento para subirse en ese barco. Y yo que he estado en ese barco desde 2017 y ahora mira en dónde estamos. Pero sí, sería bueno poder sacar unos videitos, pero como que a mi estilo, ¿no? Porque tú sabes como que yo hablo, yo, yo no creo que hablo con tanto sentido a veces, pero te hablo real y como yo me siento, ¿me entiendes? Y hablarlo así y soltar algo así de Kotlin para que la gente sepan más acerca de ello y pues que quieran invertirse en aprenderlo, ¿me entiendes? All right. Let's get back to this list that I was building. All right, so once the power up meter is filled, a random power up gets applied. The power up meter cost is driven by the luck. The power up tier is driven by luck. What else you want to do? A screen flash of the power up occurs once the meter is filled. Questions. Let's see here. Let's add a section for questions. And this is heading questions. How do tiers are how are tiers how are power up tiers determined? No. How are power ups picked? Randomly? I'm guessing so. It's crazy because before reality TV, we had actual reality TV such as Survivor. I miss those days. Facts. Facts. Survivor Man. Who's Survivor Man? Um, I agree. Now it's like, you know, I don't watch Desperate Housewives. I don't watch Life Hip Hop, Love and Hip Hop, whatever it's called. I know about these, and why I don't know about these is because some of the cast members go to the traders. But I like strategic games. I like physical games. That's the type of, I guess, reality TV I like. Is stuff that challenge your mind and your brain and your muscles, in my opinion. Traders is one that's very, very, very strategic. Like that's the entirety of the game. If you ever played a game called Werewolves, that's what Traders is. So freaking good. Like, so freaking good. All right, let's see here. All right, so if these are the description of here, let me now send this over to ChatGPT. ChatGPT here. Okay, I was thinking about some of these things. That it just all right. We had this filling mechanics. Each block hits add 1 tick. Each block destroyed adds 2. Perfect hits add 3. The ring is composed of 12 discrete segments. Think a clock face, so you can actually use your progress in 12s. This is interesting. Is that Survivor Man? Is he just a man surviving? All right, I fuck with this. Like this is legit. Like you have to be like once again physical and mental, right? Because part of it is mental, being able to say, "Oh, I'm gonna withstand this cold," right? Um, but this is more of a battle with yourself. I feel like when you go into Survivor and Amazing Race is a battle with yourself, a battle with your partner, or a battle with people around you. But this is dope. This is dope. I never heard about this show. This is cool. No extraction. Damn. You know, when I was younger, when I was how old was I? I was, I'm gonna say 11. When I was 11 on the island, I kind of got initiated in this. It was this club, and to get initiated, I had to spend the entire night doing watch on this camp, but I could not be next to the camp. I had to be maybe 150, 200 yards from camp in the dark. No fire, no nothing, no, like, it's just, you can take yourself a hammock if you want, set yourself up, and find trees to set yourself up, and just be there. Try not to fall asleep because they're gonna come check on you at night. Bro, when I tell you I got scared, like, I got, bro, my cousin, he was doing it too. But so, like, let's say I was 150 yards east, he was maybe 150 yards north. So he came in the middle of the night because he was scared to find me. I mean, I was so scared I wasn't gonna move. I was just like, man, I'm gonna stay right here. If anything, I can climb up on this tree. I'm not gonna worry. Well, he came and scared the shit out of me while he was being scared. It was the most hilarious thing. But I'll be down to do stuff like that, man. That, you know, take it back to the Island Boy days. Yeah, I'm an island boy. Isn't that how the song go? So you're an island boy. So you're an island boy. All right, let's go back to ChatGPT. Yeah, this is interesting. The ring is composed. Your luck level reduces the number of segments it needs. Level 0, 12. Level 1, 11. Level 2, 10. Level 5, 7. Okay, but this is interesting. So you're saying it only takes. Hmm, I see. Okay. Whoa, what are these tools? Does the 12 segment ring seems like it will be very fast to earn a power up. Since this is a game um, that's supposed to be difficult, akin to Demon Souls and Dead Cells, wouldn't this make the power up too easy to achieve? We need to find the right balance. Look at this Vibe Coder Pro. Bro, I'm just trying to get out my ideas. Like, this is a good way for me to get the ideas out of my head, have it, find it, like, formalize it in a way that's good for me to convert it eventually into code. This is my way of pseudocoding. This is the new way of pseudocoding, in my opinion. But as you can see, I've obviously used this chat so long, so much, that it gets stuck a lot of the times. I'm calm, bro. I'm chilling. Are you calm? Are you chilling? Are you chilling, my guy? Durito, durito, durão. You're absolutely right. If the ring only needs 12 ticks, you streamload to steamroll. Bro, why did I read this as streamroll? You steamroll to every dozen hits. We need something that scales with difficulty and still feels earned. Replace fixed segments with a point threshold. Do you say threshold or threshold? I always get those confused. Instead of 12 segments, one power up, let's tie the ring to a point goal that increases each wave. Base point, wave 1, 100 points. Well, how do you earn the points? Threshold. Threshold. Like that, threshold? Yo, who picked this song? Sounds like crunching. Hell no, bro. Who chose this song, bro? Who chose this song? Who was it? You? Who cares? YouTube? This is Is that the crunching of prickles? How grotesque, my guy. How grotesque. That's nasty, bro. That's right here. That's ale. Nah, it ain't yours. I don't know who it is. No, I don't like pickles. Yeah, they just love your pickles, man. 24 segment ring. Okay, hold on. Each hit destroyed still grants 1, 2, 3 points. But now you need more total points as waves ramp. Subdivide a circle into 24 tick marks. Okay. Fill proportionally. I see. Points required. This makes sense. What's up, Strike Boy? ¿Cómo estás, mi pana? Doing all right? Ojalá que estés bien. Whoever picked this song, I hope you have pickles for dessert. I hope you do. New team song. That's the intro song for when the stream is starting. Pickles. Pickles. Now, bro. Y'all really want this stream to be a pickle only stream? Is that what y'all want? Medvedev girl. You haven't seen the craziness. Like, look at this. Look at this. Have you seen this? You saw what they made me get? You see this? Look at like what? Like come on. Oh my gosh. Yeah. About that. By the way, we did our hackathon. I forgot. Yeah, you did your hackathon. It was Tuesday, Wednesday, and presentation was today. It was good and I had a lot of fun. Nice. I didn't attend the presentation though, since I'm off, obviously. What did you end up building? Who cares, YouTube? LOL, I caught you on the YouTube homepage wearing a pickle on your head, bro. That's crazy. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have submitted myself to become the pickle poppy on Twitch. All right, I like this idea of 24 segmented rings, and then we can, yeah, build the fractions. Okay. 1 points requirement. Each segment. Okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. This gives finer granularity and a sense that, wow, I'm halfway there without rewarding power-ups every 10 hits. This makes more sense because based on how the player plays, right, we already had the rules of one tick to each ring. When one hit gives 1 tick, a block destroyed gives 2, and perfect hits give 3. Hoy se gasta, hoy se fuma como un rata, si Dios lo permite. Si Dios lo permite. Luck skill tweaks reduce required points by 5% per luck level instead of removing a whole segment. I like this. So, okay, so if I 5%. So if I invest in luck 5 times, that means that I reduce it by 25%. Interesting. So 25% for 5 levels. But if you at level 5, at that point we need to make sure the the speed of the ball is increasing proportionally. Okay, which we can adjust the balance later on. Perfects and combos. Perfect still grant 3 points. Add a small combo bonus every 10 consecutive hits without losing. I mean, if you lose, you lose. No. We can't do this one here. See la permite. Hoy se bebe, hoy se gasta. All right, let me do a quick playthrough. I want to see how long it's going to take me for me to hit a certain level. So let's see here. Ay, okay. ¿Qué digo tu tiburón? Fumarme un blon. Pantalón. Quiero pe. Oh, bro, come on. So slow. Oh, make it. No, I missed. It's so hard. There you go. Level up. All right. Let's pick agility. Let's go. All right. Oh, no, we lost the ball. Let's go. Okay, nice. Ondas. Ay, almost miss it. Onda. No, onda. All right. Again, so we're we are level 3 now. Woo! Actually, technically, we're level 2 because we started at level 0. But if I'm at level 2 right now in wave 2, I guess that's okay. This is so slow. My team didn't really build anything. We utilized company-built AI tools to generate us responses based on what we prompted it. I was focused on seeing if the AI can predict performance, tread lines based on historical data we feed it. Dope, bro. I mean, well, I remember when you were explaining to us about the hackathon, you felt a little bit that it was a little bit unfair that they were forcing y'all to, do the hackathon. But it sounds like you had fun. So I'm happy for you, man. That's good. I am Tahamadev. Dímelo, compadre. Tranquilón, brother. ¿Y vos? ¿En qué andas? Decime, ¿cómo fue tu semana? Level 3 and we on wave 2. I definitely need to fix this. This is something I end up in this state way too often. Bro, I bet you John 2.0 picked this song. I'll tell you right now, John 2.0. I fucks with you with this song. This song used to be the song I used to sing with my kids all the time. Yummy, yummy, tummy, and a gummy bear. Oh yeah, yum, yummy, gummy, 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 gummy. Gummy, gummy, gummy. And they would laugh every time the bear would shake his butt. Booty body biting, booty body lollipop. Bumping and doody body, bumping and doody body, bumping and doody body lollipop. See, gummy bear. Okay. The gummy bear. All right, we're just doing a test run here, real quick. I want to see how much it takes. Okay, I'm on level 4 now. Got the paddle guns. Okay, I don't know what wave we're on right now. There needs to be a way for me to know what wave I'm on. But this is cool. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. Gummy, 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 gummy. Okay, I'm gonna lose here on purpose. Let's lose on purpose. Todo bien, esta semana fuerte, pero se sobrevivió con toda, brother. Duro mi pana. Porque yo también he sobrevivido, man. Esta semana, no esta semana, las 2 semanas pasadas estuvieron durísimas. Y por eso no pude llegar al stream. Pero aquí estamos happy, estamos chilling. Y gracias por estar por acá, mi brother. Qué bien. ¿Y en qué estás trabajando actualmente? All right, so how does this feel? We're currently at level 5 and we've reached wave 3. Does that feel balanced? Wave 5, luck 0. Requisite is still 5 minus 1 times 10. Perfect hit, 1/3 of segment, combo 10. Let's not worry about the combo for now. 40 to 50 hits, which over 18 blocks multi-hit feels challenging but doable. Okay. Okay. Let's not worry about combos for now. But I like this. Give me a prompt so we can oh my gosh. My kids know the song too. Especially my daughter. I don't know what time it is, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Give me a prompt so I can feed it to Cursor AI to build this. It should be detailed and leaves no room for assumptions. Let's start small. Bro! Here we go. Yo. Hey, I'm sorry, bro. I opened it up early. I said in 30 minutes, bro. I said we'll leave it at 30 minutes that way because I need to leave. Basically, I need to leave in an hour. So instead of the 1 hour time, we said 30 minutes, bro. Yeah. Do we want? All right, that's a good. That's a good feedback, Hungry Hippo. Do we want the image to be a little bit bigger? Or are we okay with this?
Emotional damage.
Fucking hell, bro. Here we go with the burpees. While listening to Mulan, is this Mulan? Okay. I mean, look, Hungry Hippo. All of y'all who are regulars here, bro, I highly look. If I didn't say this before, I'm telling y'all right now. I highly appreciate y'all's voice when it comes to making the stream better. So if there's anything that y'all think I should change outside of giving free pickle shots and anything like that, like let me know. You know what I'm saying? Here we go, bro. I need to do the burpees, bro. Where did it go? Where did it go? It didn't show. What happened? I'll spin it for you, bro. I don't know what happened. Hold on. I'll spin it for you. Here you go. Bro, where is it at? Clearly something is broken. All right. It shows up here, though. I think the problem is, since I'm reworking the stream, it shows up only in this view, but not this view. So let me do the burpees before y'all do anything, all right? Let's do burpees, y'all. Yo, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. I mean, yo, man. I don't look skinny, but you know, your boy's getting some muscle, man. Look at that. Hey, hey. You know what I'm saying? Music is gone. Oh, it's gone in this mode. But it's not gone here. I see. I see. Okay. All right, okay. Entiendo. I see the problem. The problem is that full camera view. I'm gonna have to. Oh my gosh. I'm so fucking tired. I'm gonna have to look into it then. And I owe the freaking hat. And I owe the hat to whoever spun the hat. Fuck, another 10 burpees, bro.
Emotional damage.
Bro. All right, let's see this here. He says swole poppy. Here you go. Let's do the burpee pickles. Another 10, bro? This way. Let's try this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fuck, bro. Bro. All right. Let me look at what we got here. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna run this into Cursor AI. Okay. Bro, I am definitely gonna get swole after all of these burpees. Down to that. Oh. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do next time. This is what I'm gonna do next time. Show this. I'm gonna show this whenever we have you lose points. Has never been good for me. Bro, I mean, you know, I can block y'all from giving me that reward. The only one I can't block is the bits. So yeah, I'm gonna taunt the hell out of y'all, bro. Bro, I'm so sick. I'm gonna taunt the hell out of y'all. Like, I'm ready pum. What the fuck you talking about, bro? When I say the name of Maripon, this comes to name to my eyes, my head. This is what comes to my head when I hear Maripon. Like, I don't know what the hell is this, bro. This feels very disturbing. But yeah. Can't say. Let's see what this does. I have no idea. Who cares, YouTube? And I don't want to know. What is exclamation point 500? What you trying to do, man? You trying to hack me? Okay. At wave 3, I only reached level 5. Would that affect the balance in any way? Oh, I didn't know that's how you do it. I'm gonna add that command. So if you accidentally do it next time, you cheer 500, bro. All right, let's go to cursor. Let's see what you got for me, buddy. Let's not worry about any of that. Let's see here. You have full context of Nova Breaker. Go to for a project. We need to begin implementing a new auto grant ring system in a small incremental steps. First, update the session state so it tracks the ring points and computes how many points are needed to trigger power ups in this wave. Be explicit and do not leave any assumptions. All right, let's start with this. Let's see what it does. Feliz, yo me voy a olvidar, yo te voy a olvidar, feliz se acabe, yo te voy a olvidar, yo te voy a olvidar. Okay, I need to erase a lot of these. Why does it have a lot of these open that I don't want to have open? Can I close all? Close others. There you go. Just leave this one open. Okay. Eso me encanta. Sé lo que hiciste y lo que haces. What are the catty eyes for, John to the O? Are you not saying I should add the share 500? Integrate these hooks in your damage block ball logic as described. Yo, John to the O, when you're gonna stream again? Also, Hungry Hippo. I mean, who cares YouTube? When you streaming again, bro? Or is it Hungry Hippo? No, it's Who Cares YouTube, right? You're the one that's streaming. I forget, bro. The thing is, why I forget is because y'all's name in Discord is different than your name in Twitch. Okay, so it's Who Cares YouTube. You see, the purple throws me off because Hungry Hippo is always purple when he comes here, and so is Who Cares YouTube. Ameripon is always red. Can you choose the color you want your chat to always be? Is that something you can choose? This motherfucker. I'm streaming right now. You're a troll.
Got him! Got him!
Nice. Yeah, I definitely can't block that. Ah, fucking hell, bro. You're gonna get me more sick. All right. I know. Bro, what the fuck? All right. I'm just gonna let y'all know. I know y'all sometimes try to add a reward or play the spin anytime I'm taking a shot. And I'm telling you from right now, it's broken. It's broken in this current scene that y'all are seeing is broken. So if you try to give me a reward or spin a reward while I'm taking the shot, it might not work out in the way y'all think it's working out. And on another news, look how much you have left, y'all. This, I don't know if this is amazing or is this like pathetic or is this, I don't know, to be proud or not be proud of this, but damn, bro. 64 ounces of pickle juice is going into my system, bro. I guess you can't save a spin if we're in the screen. And you can't save spin for bits. So I say it's great for sports drink on the side. I know you lying, bro. What? It does say that, bro. It does say that. What the great for sports drink? That's ridiculous, bro. It's not gonna show up. Let's see what happens. I gotta switch over here.
Emotional damage.
Another fucking 10 burpees, bro. I don't want to do any more burpees, my guy. Let me take this and then do my burpees. Fucking hell, bro. Let me get my bucket ready too. Shit. All right. It's fucking Ameri pun, bro. I don't condone any of this right now, bro. Do not. Let's see here. All right, bro. Okay. Swap it for cotton candy? Hell no. All right. Ameri pun, bro. I hope your I hope the port of your phone becomes too wide. That way, anytime you try to plug in any charger, it doesn't matter what charger, it is loose. So that sometimes at night, it might automatically just fall out on its own and you end up with a dead phone the next day. I hope forever that happens. And every single phone that you ever get, that's a problem. That the phone port charger for your phone is too wide and cannot accept any USB cable or lightning port or whatever. Many wishes to you on that, bro. This goes for you, Maripon. Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa'l centro y pa dentro. You know I'm him. Am I? Yes, I am. Ugh, bro. Bro. Bro, how long has it been since I've taken one of these, man? It's like when I haven't drank coffee for a long time and I drink that first coffee, it just hits me hard. Ugh. And I guess it just jumps straight into the burpees. Knock this shit out. I gotta blow my nose, man. Ah, 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 oh, oh. I think I just got sick. LOL. Your port becomes wide, so you gotta use a pause. Who cares, YouTube? Pause. I thought you weren't part of that crowd, bro. Pause. That's a little sus, my guy. That's a little sus. I've seen something like that with potatoes. Not sure how true it is, but apparently it works. I heard something like that too. No, that's not what I'm saying, Ameripon. That's what you are translating it as what I'm saying, but that's not what I'm saying. Yeah, but here's the thing. Who cares, YouTube? Here's the problem. I did not read your next message like right after. Right? Like I read the first message and I'm like, yo, hold on, what? Then I see Ameripon says LOL. So I was like, yo, like what? And then I read your next message. So at that point, your second message was too late, my guy. It was too late. I get you. I know your intentions were good, but no. That threw me off. Not gonna lie. All right. Let's see the changes here. Review changes. Bro, what the hell did this do? What the hell did this do? Why did it change my ball scene? Why did it change my ball scene? I'm confused. What are the changes? Here, let me take a look at okay, there's just one thing that changed, really. But this is telling me that everything changed. And that's not what I want to do. This is incorrect. Just show me the session state. Okay, here we go. The autograph ring system. Okay. Okay. We can accept this. It added luck. You know, we can, this always go based on luck, but we have chance. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna accept this for now. I'm gonna accept this and these as well. I'll accept these. But I think the goal is, okay, we'll just go to the next step here. Returns the current ring goal for this wave. Get ring goal. And this is based on luck. That's fine. Add ring points. So we update the ring points. Ring updated. And this, okay, we'll observe on this later on. Get ring goal. Ring complete. Cool. No, yeah, we can do this. Yeah, I like this. I like this. I'll take this. And this technically should just build, right? This should just build. Nope, nothing should break here. Now, what I will go ahead and do though, in the session state, ooh, this is a little low. Wherever this chance is used, okay, how do we update new level? Okay, skill UI. Set skill counter. Ahora todo cambió. Pare una botella. Here we go. This here, we're gonna change. We're gonna put boat here. We're gonna say luck as well. Skill selected. Yeah, where's this at? Who observes this? I think the game observed this, right? We upgrade the skill. On skill upgraded, we don't need to worry about this. E2. He said Masket 2. Yeah. I'm gonna copy this and comment this out. Yeah. Yeah. Bro. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next step. Right, exactly. This is one I want to avoid. Exactly. Raise early XP thresholds. Keep level 1 to around 9 XP. Okay. We can look into this later on. Bro, that have you ever seen that show, The Mashal? John to the O? Right? That's what it's called, right? Mashal? Yeah. This is so dope. I read this before watching the anime and I thought it was hilarious, bro. I thought it was so hilarious. And then I started watching the anime and yes, it was still hilarious. Let's continue creating the tick logic. What's the next step to tell cursor AI? Am I lagging? Why am I lagging? Let me kill Discord. Project K. I think I've heard of Project K. Is it this one? This almost looks like Persona 5. I'm not gonna lie. That's a 4.6 out of 5 on Crunchyroll. I mean, animes that I'm watching right now, I'm watching this one. I read this one before. I read a lot of this. The art style is a little bit weird to catch up to, but it's a really, really good anime, in my opinion. Like, the story overall is really good. I got you, John, to the O. El trompo, ¿dónde está? Right here. A jugar el trompo. Ooh, my head is hurting after that pickle shot. But apparently it's good for sport drinks. Thank you, Maripo. Here we go. El trompito. Sí, señorito, mira. To the other hand. Uy. El trompito. This song is kind of fire, I'm not gonna lie. All right, what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna create a new branch for this. I'm gonna create a brand new branch here. Git checkout branch. Power. I'm gonna call this power up ring. Power. Aquí estamos, and let's commit this. This is, what is this? This is all right, and then let's get this next one. Let's go over what it's saying though. You have session state now emitted, ring updated, and ring completed, right? This should be true. Session state, we have a ring updated and ring completed, which both get triggered. Create a reusable power ring control that visualizes these sticks in Godot 4.4. Actually, I should probably, what was the task one? I'm gonna redo this here. Let's see here. Git commit amend. Call it like that. Tu vibras diferente a las demás. Odio cuando vienes. Odio cuando te vas. All right, new control scene name power up ring scene. Root node. Okay. We're going to add a step here. We have our root node. That's going to be this size. I think that's okay for now. A child. That's a text progress named ring progress. Custom min is 0 to 24. Use the 24 segment ring atlas. You can supply a placeholder circle texture with 24 frames. Here. I do not have a 24 ring segment atlas. Is this something you can generate with that I can modify using a shader in the future? And let me see if I can give this tools. Let's create an image. Let's see if we can do that. I mean, I'm not mad at this vibe coding stuff, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I am making back of the hand. No, John, to that. Oh, stop with the back of the hand, bro. Look, the only way I'll do it at the back of the hand. Nah, I'm not doing it in the back of the hand. You can't pay me to put it in the back of the hand. I mean, you could, but I'm not going to sell myself for that. Nah, you the weenie, man. Look, I'm Pickle Poppy. You weenie man. I like it. Let's see here. Okay, so we have a 24 segment ring atlas, set value 0 initially. It just spins. Yeah, it just spins and it hurts like a motherfucker too. It does hurt. Add a texture rect, name icon preview centered over the ring. Size 32 by 32. Usage will show the... Oh, I see. Power up ring GD. Only if you're a weenie. Yeah, right. Attach a power ring and connect signals. GD script extends control. Placeholder icon. Okay, ring progress. Sure. Left over. Oof, I don't like this. I don't like this. How do we connect? How do we connect the session state? I guess instead of in the ready. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to access some stuff. Here's a 24 segment area atlas with transparent center, perfect as a placeholder atlas for your texture node. You can later replace it with a procedural shader or sprite map. Okay. Let's modify task 2 to use a shader based canvas item instead. Let's also add to the task to create a power up ring folder in the scenes directory. Scenes directory. Let's see here. What else? Also, the session state is not accessible via the path. I mean, accessible. Oh my gosh. No puedo, carajos. Leave me alone. All right, y'all. I'm leaving in 20 minutes. Just so y'all know. Just so y'all know. Let me see here. What does I need to know? Because instead, the game.gd file is the game? No, it's the level. Of course. Of course. Here comes the guy of the hour, the man of the hour. I am wearing it. I am wearing it. Here you go, pickle. Very cool. That's weird. Not gonna do it again. That's weird. Let's see here. Current session. Skill. Okay, yeah. Current session. Yeah. Okay. Has an init method where it sets up the session state. Here, we should have access to the power up ring and can provide it with the session state. Or we could have the level script observe the ring signals updated and ring completed signals and then notify the power up ring. I will leave it to your judgment following best practices when building games using GD script. It's weird because I have to type and then I see it populate. Judgment. Cool. Let's see what this does. Also, session state is not accessible via the root. All right, let's just wait because I don't know why it takes so slow. I guess because there's so much chat information that I have in here that it's having a hard time loading it. So it just kind of hangs. But I guess, we'll just hold on to it, like right there for now. Go salam. Go salam. And every time this hangs, my stream hangs too. That's how you know, man. Yeah, could be your internet. That's kind of why I was seeing some jittering in the stream earlier. I don't know if it's the internet or if it's just JavaScript doing a lot. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of resources being expensed in this machine, right? There's OBS, there is Firebot, there is ChatGPT, there's Cursor AI, there's Godot, there's Notion, there is what else? Um, Figma. I can close Figma actually. Let me close Figma. Um, but yeah, it's a lot going on. While that's building, let me read a little bit more on. There was this tooling stuff I wanted to see here. What was the no Coog here? Coog. MCP web search, bro. Like developing with AI is going to become. It is becoming like its own different style of programming. Like what I mean by that, I guess, is becoming its own sort of workflow, right? Because when you think about web, right, when you have webs, you have servers, you have your front end, you have your back end, you might have databases, all of that. When you go to mobile, mobile, you have specific platforms that you code for, devices you code for. So the limitations on what you can do on mobile are there, right? And that has its own thing. Like you have to think about maybe offline force support, or you got to think about efficiency when it comes to the resources you're using in the mobile development. Different like niche things that you need to worry about, right? AI and building like these agents and LLMs, it's like its own new framework and workflow we need to learn to build. Like this all is so new. It's a little bit hard to follow. But I know we got to get into it because if we don't, we're going to get left behind, right? That's what the next generation of students on CS are going to be training on. And we need to get to a point where this becomes comfortable, and I'm so far from it right now. We need to dive into it. Yo, why is this hanging up, bro? All right, let's see what this does. Maldición. All right, let's see what this does. Let's see here. You have a session state now emitting a ring update. Update task to build a shader part. Okay, we have a shader-based ring UI. Create a new folder, part ring. Inside a create part ring scene with root. Instead of a texture progress, add a color rect named ring slice as a child. Anchors full rect of the control. Apply new shader material. Okay, uniforms, blah blah blah. Shader logic. Icon preview. Okay. Script part ring. Attach part ring. Do not use get node. Instead, expose signal part ready. Session state connect ring updated self not ring updated. I see. So we have a bind session method, and then when we bind it, we'll set up the stuff there. Okay, yeah. I don't like that we're using this here, but it's okay. We can figure that later on. Level integration. In your level, in its session state, preload and instantiate the ring, and we add the ring and we bind it. Then we connect. I see. Okay, this is good. This is good. Yeah. I think we're good with this. It might be my internet, bro. But I think it's really the estoy utilizando mucho my resources on my Mac. It's like it's going crap. It's going crappy. Unable to resolve non-existent file. Yeah, because I'm telling you to create a file, bro. I legit told you to create a file, a folder, instead of the scenes. So I'm expecting a brand new, yeah, here, oh my gosh. I don't want it to be called like this. Okay. Let's stop. Let's stop this. Reject all. Yeah, let's stop it. Let's stop and reject it. But let's edit this and let's name this folder the correct thing. Power up ring. There you go. Is this Linkin Park? The only real song that I know about Linkin Park is shut up, why? No, why? No, that's why. Continue and revert. Yeah, this definitely Linkin Park. Okay, come on, cursory idea thing, man. All right, I see you created a folder here. Nice. Not mad at this. All right, let's see here. This is the ring fill shader. Sure, I don't know what this does. It's a fragment, which, if I'm not mistaken, a fragment is changing a particular pixel on that texture or that mesh. And it says, okay, UV, whatever UV is. Okay, I'm not gonna try and decipher this. I don't know what this means. You can now instance and use the power ring in your UI, and it will visually fill and pulse as ring points are earned. Let me know if you want to proceed to the next step. All right, let's tell ChatGPT, dope. What's the next task? Let me go ahead and just double check in my command line. All right, we have this new ring. And we're just gonna, okay, we're gonna set this shader. Sure. Let's review these changes here. Okay, so this is the one thing about Cursor AI that throws me off a little bit. Here it says review and add in trail to the effector sprite, but it's trying to add all of these files that I've changed in the past. That's not what I want to do. I just want you to touch the ones that I'm dealing with today, like this one, for instance. So let's power up ring, right? We have a power up ready, dope. But let's add a class name here. Yeah, let's add a class name power up ring. Bind session connects to ring signals. Yes, this is dope. On ring updated, we clamped it to the current goal. I don't like this ring slice container here. Let me look at this scene here. The ring slice container is a color rect. So what we're gonna do here is go back to this ring. We're gonna add a var. No, we're gonna say ring slice container is a color rect, and let's give it this, like this. Oh, unready. You're right. Unready. Okay. What? No. I see. Okay, then we can get rid of this. Yeah, and then the icon preview. What is the icon preview? Texture rec. So let's do the same thing here. On ready icon. Yeah, hey, see? I like this. This is cool. Now, the scene. The scene is interesting. Are we using the shader? We are using the shader here. All right, I don't know what this is going to look like. We can take a preview in here. Where is the power up ring? Let's see what this looks like. Error while parsing the file. Okay, so obviously there's something broken here. It's a scene. Is a control. Has the size. The parent is this. Let me look at this one here. Parent is dot. Yeah. Okay, so this scene, what's the problem here? Set text string code. This is just a comment. If I comment this out, that's the problem. That's not how you comment stuff. That's the problem. That's not how you comment stuff out. You don't comment it here like this. You comment it like this. Tinino de hielo contigo. Error parsing it. Bro, what is it saying here? Error, editor and error. Editor data. Fail loading resource part ring. Don't go over time. You'll get in trouble. I know. Did you hear people yelling? my kids are officially done with school. Like, they don't have school tomorrow. They're out of school. My son finished 10th grade. My daughter finished elementary. She's going to middle school next year. I can't believe that shit. She's going to middle school. That's wild, bro. So there is gonna be a lively household the next couple of streams. Just saying. At least the next couple of months. All right, this is saying power up scene 14, right? On line 14. All right, what is up with line 14 here? This material was not able to be loaded. So let me take a look at how I load the shader. This is how you do it. Okay. For now, I am not going to load this material here. Let's just see what this looks like. All right. Okay. This is definitely not something I was expecting. But what I can do here is I can definitely add the shader material. Oh, where is the shader? Huh? Yes. Yeah. They go fast, don't they? Time waits for no man. I know, bro. Like, man, I don't know about y'all. I feel like y'all probably have the same dreams as me. Like, I don't want to work anymore, y'all. I want to work on just this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that way I can enjoy the time I have with them, because time is limited, man. Like, next thing I know, my son is 17, 18, and he's out of the house and he don't want to come back. He won't come back till he's 30, 40. I don't know. When he have his own kids and stuff, right? And then he start coming back, because that's just how life goes, right? You go, you explore, you learn, you grow, and then you come back. You know, my daughter, I only have how many years with her? I have 7 more years with her, and who knows? So I want to spend as much time with them as possible, and that's a big reason as to why I'm gonna go on this vacation this summer and make the most out of it. But the goal is, like, we don't have to work. And I wish this for y'all too, is that we don't have to work again in our lives, and just be able to enjoy those around us, man. Spend the time with them. All right, I don't know why my shader is not. It's on track. Okay. If I were to add this, the shader shows up, but it doesn't show up in Godot. Can I have it reload? Open a file manager, and it's already here. Okay, that won't work. All right, let me close Godot and reopen it. Let's see what happens. So you say you're gonna stream next week? Who cares YouTube? Loco de remate. Tú me traje loco. It's still not here, and I don't know why. Ring? Yeah, the ring shader is not here, which is weird. There's some sort of caching issue going on here with Godot. What to do here? What to do here? What to do here? Let's move this to the assets shaders. Yeah, let's move it to assets. Oops. Assets shaders. Let's see what this does. It's not here. Okay. Okay, let's just build this and see what this does. Not a damn thing. We'll build it. All right. All right. Let's create a new file here. Let's see if it will complain. I always tease my nephews and show them pictures of when they were 3 and 4. Then I ask them, "Where did this boy go?" They always answer, "I'm right here." Yeah, I know. That's so funny. I know they don't realize that they're growing that fast. They don't. Shader. Let's call this. Okay, hold on. Is the reason why it's it's because it sees it as a shader, not as a G shader. Let me rename this. Let's call this GD shader. And then I want to move it back, I think, to where it was before, which is keep going in here. Yeah, move it. For yeah. Yeah. For yeah. Yeah. For yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. All right, there we go. So now we have it here. And the one that had this shader was the ring slice container. This is the one that had it. Error. Parameter version is null. Expected valid type hint after what? Okay, let's take a look at this. It said it's complaining because hint color is not a thing. Yeah, why does it say hint color here? Let me send it a screenshot to this. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Okay. So that's all I gotta do. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, there we go. Okay, I see you. I see you, shader. No te va. All right, cool. I think the next step, Nueva York. Now that the ring is wired up, the next step is to hook it into your game's power flow. En Bella de Nueva York. No, I don't need any of this. I already have this. Oh, I see. The tiers. Oof. Okay. This makes sense. CC. All right. Okay, we can commit. We can commit the last task. Hey, con reggaeton y bembo. Hey. Yeah, let's go ahead and add this and git commit message. CC. Ping pong. Ping pong. Quiere divertir. Let's see what this gives us. I'm gonna take a look here, and I'm gonna wrap up these tasks and then jump off for sure. Nueva York, cuidado que nadie nos escuche. Cuidado que nadie nos escuche. Luck bonus for higher tiers. Hey, también. 100. Perp type perm token. Ooh, I haven't added this one. All right, y'all. Let's see what Cursor did. Yes, I do. Oh my gosh. Again, with the whole thing. Any new changes? Yes. Yes. That's exactly what I want you to do. Woo! Atención. Okay, we're not gonna worry about these warnings for now. Ooh, I have access to the terminal right here? Okay. I like this. Okay. All right. Go live. Okay, while this is generating, I think the next step is just to tell ChatGPT to go ahead. Fucking love it. Let's do the next task. Oh, yeah. I don't care about the linter errors. Cannot find member perm taken in base. Okay, well, just go ahead and create it. Hola. However, you have linter errors due to missing icon files, missing perm upload, and possibly missing. Okay. I see. I can just add some placeholder. Yeah, I can add some placeholder assets for now. I think that would be the easiest way to fix it. Yeah, I just want placeholder icons for now. I don't care what they look like for now. I can change those later. Let's see what it does. Pero ya me dijiste que hacer esto, brother. ¿Qué pasó? Dame un break, ok. Ooh, okay. So we created a new Power Manager under scripts. There's no scripts folder. So where did it create this? Where's the Power Manager here? Okay, we can add this one. Yeah. Let's add the perm token. Homie. Don't be tripping. That exists now. We can accept this for now. And then I can set up the auto load and we should be straight, right? Let's see what I'll change here. So we add, what did we do to the level? Ayer la vi solita. Okay, this is a lot of changes. And I might have to modify what I have existing. Y tú, actitud, hice más que tú, yeah. Ahora todo cambió. What's the problem here? Choose next prop class directly. Make an instance instead. But this needs to be an auto load. That's why. Right? According to cursor, set power manager as an auto load. Yeah. Yeah, babe. Globals. Here we go. Let's add power up. Yeah, let's get rid of this name because if not, it's not gonna work. Yeah. Oof. I'm gonna have to change this. Yeah, let's throw this into the auto load folder. And then let's go ahead and do this here. What does the game manager do again? Doesn't do shit. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Ooh, but should the power manager be an auto load? No, I don't think it should be an auto load. Hold on, let me think about this. Why do we need it to be an auto load? And why does it? Okay, it doesn't build because se puso bella. Choose next power up. This is inside of the power up ring. Man, no, this is inside of the level. And we should have a power up manager inside of this level. But the outer load, oh man. Okay, I guess we can just have the outer load for now. I can think about this later on if I wanted to. Gotcha. Senta. To do. Should power, oops. Part manager be auto loaded. Let's see what this does. It doesn't break so far. It does break now. Bind session in base null instance. So the power up ring here is not added to the level. Where's the level? ¿Dónde está? Todo cambio. All right, we need to add the power up ring here. Contrato se puso bella. Ahora todo cambió. Pare una. There's no UI here. In base control. Non-existent function bind in base control. Power up ring. ¿Pero por qué? Esto es un control. Sí, sí, sí. Entera. Trying to assign value of type control to a variable of type power up ring. Pero espérate, brother. Si este tipo control, seguro. Oh, pero es que está la vaina here. This is the problem. Power up. This never got attached to it. See. We got to attach this here. No, we don't need to create it. It's already there. Load. Ah, pero estaba. Ah, I don't like this. Okay. Let's rename these. I do not like this. It needs to stay the same. Power up ring. Y también lo mismo por acá. And we're gonna have all kind of different issues. And I'm supposed to leave. I'm supposed to go. But I'm still here. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so horrible. All right, this is broken. But at least we have the UI here. And we have the hook-ins to happen. So let me see here. Let's set a breakpoint here to see if it hits the ring updated. It doesn't hit it. All right. Why doesn't it hit it? Let's go look at the code in the session state. A ver acá. On power up. Híjole. Cálmese, señorito. Ring updated. Add ring points. For every point of damage dealt. This is the part that I need to do. Add 2 when a block is destroyed. Add 3 on a perfect hit. Okay. So when the ball does damage, and eso pasa aquí en el nivel, right? Because the level damage. No. Okay, let's see here. Block initialized on block destroyed. Here, we need to call here in the add XP here. At this point, I mean, there could be other ways that we add XP, right? You can add XP when you collect. Go. You can always check out, but you can never leave, bro. Yo, okay. I'm going. This this method can be used for other ways of adding XP. So instead, in the level here, we're gonna just call the current session that add ring points to, right? Okay, who's trying to find this? Kuro. Yate. Oscuro. All right. This. Hey, what's up, Billy? No. Nice hat. Thank you. It's my pickle hat. How you doing, Billy? No. All right, yo. I don't set shader invalid call to non-existent function. Ah. Let's just send this now to cursor. I'm frantically trying to finish this up because I have to leave. While cursor here tries to do this, always pickles with me. It's not me, bro. Is y'all want me to drink the pickles? I don't want it. You're doing good, dope. Just finally finishing up that awful project I mentioned when we first met here. Well, first of all, congrats on finishing it up. I'm glad you were able to stop by again today. So what's in store for Billy? What's next after this awful project? There is a method called fill fraction. Um, I see. So set shader, oops, parameter is what I need. Okay, that's not working. Oh, it filled. Okay, okay. We're getting somewhere. Okay, okay, I like it. We just gotta scale it down more, right? We gotta definitely scale it down. Okay, yeah, we have a little bar coming up. Nice, nice, nice. It looks, se ve chueco, pero ahí andamos. Level up. All right, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Where's the session state? Let's change the amount needed for the ring points. Let's change this to 50. You're finally getting to the game development experiments you've been dreaming about of this whole 2.5 month project. Dope, bro. Well, man, hey, keep coming back and sharing your project, man. What is your game idea? What's the plan? Actually, hold that thought because I'm about to leave and I don't want to leave you. I want to know about it and I want to give you justice. I want to give you the time so I can spend and really pay attention to what you're working on. But like honestly, I need to leave. I should have left 20 minutes ago. So I am trying to wrap this up. But I'm yeah, please come back next time and let me know about your game project because as you can see, I'm trying to build my game here. Just to say I built my first ever game, but we'll get there when we get there. I just want to see my power up, if my power up works, and then I can go watch my survivor. On the top floor of the building. Let's just increase damage. I feel like the speed might need to be up too. Hmm. And actually, the reason why this is not leveling up as often as I want it to is because I'm supposed to also increase this on every hit, but I'm only doing it on block break, which is a bug. You press play only to your let me run my pain. Dejo que caiga la rain. Prometió. Fast life, my bro. Hey, only vámonos. Hey, momento de pasado. Vamos. On the top floor of the building. I'm on your roof. Can you feel me? Baby, 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 baby. Ah, come on. I really need to fix this bug. I really need to fix the bug. It can't be bouncing left to right that often. That reduces, like, it makes the game boring. It makes it so boring when this happens. That's probably the next thing I'm gonna look into. Let me add it to my Notion block, actually. Uh, Fix balance of bounces. Let's see here. We end up in a state where the ball bounces left to right. Oops, something broke. Okay. Ah! Session state. Where's it trying to access the session state? Here? Argentina. Yeah, this makes sense. Spawn, yeah. I need to also give it the current session here. And which file am I in? I already have the current session, so I can give it a current session, right? Initialize type and session state. Yeah, so I can give it back. Ah, carajos. I can give it the current session. Aquí, pero otra vaina que me hace falta. For sure, I'll be able to catch more streams now, so I'll definitely be back. Bet, bro. I'm gonna hold you to it, Billy. I mean, if you want to let me know more about it, like, hit me up in the Discord, bro. I'm always there. One last thing here to check is in the session state. That's 50, but actually in the level, on block destroyed, this is to let me know when the block has destroyed. But the block itself needs to know when it gets hit, right? Take damage here. Who caused the take damage? Is it the level? It's the ball, right? The ball is the one that called take damage. Yeah, do I have this session here too? No, I don't have a session here. Shit. Block. Do you have the session? You don't have the session either. Okay. So I need to figure out, because the ball already needs to know about the session state anyways. Take damage. Somehow here I need to... All right, it's okay. What I'll do is, instead, in the session, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna give it here, I'm gonna say 2, and we're gonna give this 10. And let's run this again, just to see it working. And then I'm gone. What? Whoa. What? What happened to my thing? I didn't remove anything. This is inside of my level class, right? Yeah. What happened to my level scene? Nothing really happened to... What the... Bro. Oh, where's the block container? Okay, the block container is a 2D node. No 2D. Yeah, but you're saying method instantiate on no value. So the block creator... This is weird. Okay, if I can't figure this out in the next 2 minutes, I am just gonna dip. Cannot call method instantiated on a null value. So you're saying the block container, the block creator is null. And that's because here we call reset and then it. And in it we call the reset, right? None of this has changed. None of this has changed. Spawn blocks. Yeah, definitely, bro. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do because I am so rushed in trying to leave because I have stuff to go do. That I'm probably missing something. But taking a quick look, right? This is a preloaded scene, so this should not be null. And why is it exported? This doesn't need to be exported. It's preloaded. Whoa. Whoa. So we can just have this here. It's already reloaded, preloaded, right? So it's all of these here. And we probably need to just move this around a little bit. Why would it be okay? See, I didn't do anything, bro. I just ran it and it worked. But okay, I made this easier to populate, and then now we have a different thing. Size on base object of type rigid body. Rigid body doesn't have a size. Yes, you do have a size. All right, bro. Invalid access to property or key size. Okay, what if I call this power up? Power up dot. Hold on, does it say any? Power up is a var. Do I have size here? It doesn't have size. ¿Por qué no? This is a rigid body, and rigid bodies, don't we have a size? Okay. We have to get the size from the collision shape. Okay. So instead, yeah, let's go back here. The y is the position in which we start. So I'm just going to say var y equals negative 100 for now. Let's see what this does. And then we dip. And then we dip. There we go. And we see the power up fall. Right? The power up should only fall. Well, right now it's falling for 2 cases. But whenever this fills up, we should see one pop up from the very top. So 1 hit. All right, come on. Fill it up. 1. And it fell from the top. That's exactly what we want. Dope. So you get power-ups. The more you hit blocks, the more you the more you hit stuff, the more you catch. Yeah, okay. So this, and it's just random, but it pops up from somewhere. Okay, cool. This is definitely in the direction that I wanted to go. It makes it feel a little bit more controlled on what your power-ups are instead of random. And then you can invest in your chance skill to increase your chances of getting higher tiered power-ups. Okay, cool. I'm good with this. Obviously, the UI needs to fix. We need to make it pretty and all of that. But you know, we'll make strides as we go along. Dope. Okay, I'm happy with this. I think this is a good stopping point for me. Cool. I am not going to raid out today. I'm just going to go ahead and dip out. But, you know, thank y'all once again for being here. I appreciate the 1 pickle shot I had today. No, I don't. But, you know, here we are. And yeah, I hope. Oh, shoot. Yo, Nicholas Rutherford. I just saw you here on freaking my chat in YouTube. I'm down to collab. Hit me up in Discord. Let me just, I gotta send this over to YouTube. Damn. I get so caught up in Twitch that I forget to see what's going on YouTube. So I need to be better about that. But all right, y'all. Once again, thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all being here. As I always say, this is a good mental break for me from what I do with work. And it's just fun being able to chat with y'all and hanging out and hopefully make some more progress in the apps that I'm trying to build, and eventually we make some money, right? That's the goal. So yeah, my guy. All right, bro. Billy, I will catch you next time. I'm looking forward to hear about your game. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening, and all of y'all have a good rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay chill. I catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You too, man. Y'all have a good one. Deuces.